Hi, friends and family. This is Derek and Celeste and Justin. We are actually heading up to Hatcher Pass today. We're going to take a drive up and drive through the pass, which will take us from Wasilla to Willow, Alaska. And we are going to share some of the sights with you along the way. In the end, as long as there's no rain, we are actually going to stop by one of the rivers that Derek and I like to go fishing, and we're gonna take Justin out and go show him where we like to go fishing in Willow. So stay tuned, and we hope you guys enjoy the ride. So this is our first stop. We're at the Little Susitna River. We're gonna take like a little 10-minute break. We are on our way up the mountain. There seems to be a lot of traffic today. Probably it's because it's July 5th, so there's a lot of people here visiting right now. But we're gonna show you some footage of the Little Sioux, or the Little Susitna River, and give you some more information about that. This is the Little Susitna River on our way up to Hatcher Pass. This is one of our favorite stops to make on the way. The water, you can see the turquoise green. It is glacial bed. The water is pretty high right now. Come here and just think and relax. This reminds me of just walking the ocean as well. Touch it right there. It's not neat. Is it cold? Our next stop up to Hatcher Pass. This is still the Little Susitna River. Another one of our favorite stops to make. This river is very powerful, moves very fast. Right now we just pulled off the side at Goldman Trail. This is the trailhead that will lead you up right alongside the river. You can get further up the further up the mountain. I'm not going to take you too far right now. Just thought I'd show you the trailhead. There's tons of trails up and down through here. We do have Justin with us today. We're probably not going to go down any trails today. We just didn't come equipped with the right things. But most of the trailheads have outhouses, and that's what they are. They're definitely glorified outhouses, but they're nice to have when there's nothing else. And Goldman Trail, again, it will follow part of the Little Sioux up along the mountain. Just a couple days ago, they actually had a grizzly bear within a mile from here that chased somebody's dog down the mountain and back to the lodge. So this is definitely bear season. We have everything is finally waking up. Everything's turning green. We just have a little bit of snow left, but our berries are going to be ready to be picked. We have millions of berries here in the mountains, and the berries will start being picked probably within the next 30 days. So there'll be a lot of people here as well. And the trails also are very well known with the backpackers that are coming, people that are local, also people that are just visiting. Along the path, there are spots that you can camp out, and we'll show you more along the way. They're very rustic. Some are even more rustic than this. But there's a lot of people that will choose to come here, spend a couple days, and just camp right here in the wilderness. Very beautiful place. We love to come here. It's one of my favorite spots every year to come. So this is the main road that we crossed to come up to Hatcher Pass. This is one of the avalanche areas that we had this year. And if you can see, they've got all the roads cleared now. Snow still goes up quite a bit. Goes way up there. Somebody's trying to snowboard. You can just hear the birds down here. They're just having a great day. So this is the entrance to the Independence Mine. A couple days ago there was a grizzly that charged somebody's dog from up here at the mine down towards the lodge area that we just passed. But bears are common up here, and if you're gonna come up here and walk the trails or go berry picking, somebody in your group should have a weapon, just in case. You should also bring bear spray. That could also act as a nice deterrent. So this is Summit Lake, and you can see there was a little bit of an avalanche towards the other end of the lake. But Summit Lake is still frozen. It is breaking up, but I'm not sure that it'll be thawed before fall gets here again. But this lake is glacial fed. It is so beautiful. When it's uncovered, it is like a turquoise blue, bluish green. It's beautiful. From what I know, I believe that there is trout living in that lake though. Beautiful, beautiful. Not right now. A lot of that snow is melting, so it's going to be really soft in places. State Rec area. This is where Derek and I love to come fishing. We're going to walk you back to one of the areas we like to fish from here on the river.
I see a campsite.
Yes, there's lots of campsites. So we are at the Willow Creek State Rec Center. No, Justin, stay up here with me. And this is Willow Creek here to the right. And then to the left, this is the Susitna River, the big Susitna River. We took you folks to the Little Sioux earlier. These two come together right here at the rec center, or the rec area. And this is good for salmon fishing. We were actually here about 3 weeks ago, and this was almost all sandbar. The water was all out. There was just a small, maybe a 3-foot section of water that went through here, and people were bringing their tour boats from the river to go up Willow Creek, and they were actually having to get out and guide their boat just where the water was because the water was gone. So the water's back, and we'll be back here within the next couple of weeks to do some more salmon fishing down here at the river. So most of the fishing areas here in the state have these kids don't float areas. This is the life jacket station, where life jackets are here for public use, and they highly encourage anybody that needs to use one to use it. But it's nice, most places that we've been to between here and the Kenai, Kasilof, they do have these stations all set up for especially the kids, so that everybody has a life jacket, and when you're done with it, you hang it back up for the next boy or girl that comes along that can use one.